I'm Sujesh Pulikkal, part of Clara Cricket Club for since 2000. So I'll probably break this down into multiple parts. Probably one is history of the club, then probably we'll say why we are different, and then I'll say our association with NCCA. Uh, we've been with NCCA since '87, from the time the club inception. So we are pretty much, this is our family, and we are always there. So once it's family. So we are always with NCCA. So that's about Santa Clara and the association with NCCA. So I'll talk about the history of the club. Started in '87 by a bunch of freaks. We luckily found a spot at this beautiful facility, Wilson Ground. Hardly people used to come here. Generated a lot of traffic. Now the neighbors love this because they can come here more from a safety perspective, because they started coming here and enjoying their evenings. So it started by Stan Kent, then Charlie. They both started it. They used to have those pickup vans back in the days. They used to bring those carpets, the choir mats. They used to come roll it. We didn't have a pitch. They used to find some spot, come play here. That's how it started. Thick grass. And then eventually, I think in the early 90s, Greg Vidicombe took over. And this was a complete Aussie cricket club. So it still have a lot of essence of the Australian cricket. I call it the essence of Aussie cricket as part of Santa Clara. Used to play very aggressive, very competitive, but at the same time, we are a good host. We love our opponents. We have a great community here, very connected to all the clubs, extremely respectful, a lot of sportsmanship. That's what we always claim about. We had a facility back then, and then we moved it to have a. We've been expanding. We are at a point where I think this is the best facility we can have. And that's the history of the club. We didn't have too many presidents, and that shows the quality of this club. So we had Stan, then Greg, then Puneet took over, one of the guys who actually drove the club in a new direction, where we had Aces, BC's team. We had 3 teams. Aces was always in first division. The B's team is one of the only teams in NCCA. We always feel proud that stayed in A division for 8 years. So we had 2 teams in A division for many years, and then Aces has been always there in A division for like ages. C's have been a grooming platform. Then we also have a Santa Clara Sox. Then we started adding Mavericks as part of getting more opportunities because we've got a lot of we have 150 plus members, and every year we probably have around 70 to 80 active members. Okay, and first of all, I think before all this, I should thank my wife Nikki Raval. I think she's been inspirational, allowing me to do all this stuff, being associated with the club. Because this also eventually help NCCA, whom we are very associated with. Greatest association we have been ever associated with. We tried to do some stuff parallelly, but we realized our home is our home. But then we always been at home. So that's pretty much. And thanks to Ganesh for giving this opportunity to talk. Ganesh and me go a long way, probably 20 plus years, and I've always seen him be at the ground, picking up stuff, whether he's president, not president, whether he's BOD, he's not playing, he's playing. He's also been part of Santa Clara. So, and I think you still ask him, he might unknowingly still say that he's Santa Clara Club. So that's our association with him. So we've been more than just friends, family. We're always there for each other. I think that's what connects us. And that's pretty much about the history of Santa Clara Club. And then from Puneet, Chandrodaya took over, Ravi Balanki, Satish was there for, in between space. And then I think I took over probably around 2012-13. It's been 9 years. I'm probably the longest standing president of the club. Hope I can continue for another few more years. I'm finding some good volunteers. Our executive club consists of Umar Ali, who is the VP, he's been doing a great job. Barinder ji, who's been with the club since '87, so he's still in the early 80s, but super active. So he comes and helps out. So he's the secretary of the club. We have Abhimanyu, who is the IT officer. We have Mahesh Krishnamurthy, who was also part of NCCA, was a captain of NCCA. So he's also part of the club. So he's the membership officer. And we have Mihir Kanoja, who's been managing all the finances. One of the clubs, everything is online. We don't do anything manual, so everything is online. It's a great club to have. And that's pretty much the team we have. And Manoj Yadav now recently joined our executive team as a PR officer. And his wife Sushila is also very active. So we have women representation here. Now, from a NCC association perspective, we've been actively involved in every tournament NCC have, I think we have a representation, and that itself shows that we believe in what they do, and then that's the relationship we have, and we respect that. And I think one of the cleanest league, no incidents, and so you can pretty much say that there is zero incident in the last 37 years we played cricket here. So it's all about how you perform, how you represent, and what structure you bring and what culture you bring in, and it all starts from home, right? So NCC has set the base, having the right discipline, playing the cricket the right way, the sportsmanship, and even beat opponent, we always connected. So and we have that respect. So that's pretty much it. Multiple championships. We had 3 A division championships. We had, I cannot count how many number of B division championships we had, probably like 5 or 6, and I was probably part of most of them. And C's have won 2 championships. C's was also in A division. So we had 3 teams in A division. I think the only club across the globe who had 3 teams in first division, which is like a big achievement. And now we have Sox, won multiple championships. Mavericks is a new team. So that's pretty much about the club. Then from myself, I've been part of NCC. I've been NCC coach for many years. We haven't lost a single tournament. It's not that I'm boasting about it, but I think I feel proud for the fact that I was able to give back to the younger kids. We built a young team. We had a youth team. I was running that, and NCC always had great programs. Of course, we need more volunteers, which will be always great to have, because the right volunteers. Let me put it that way. So I think Ganesh is doing a great job, still putting things together. Very active. Anuj, Gayam. So Gayam, who is also, so we always have one representation from the club also as part of NCC, which is very important to know. Either at BOD or the executive team, we always have somebody. So we are always connected, willing to serve. And so myself, I have Cricket Australia certification. I have an ICC level 2. I also have a WICB. So I do coach kids. So we have junior programs. Then we are the only club probably have free student membership, but that's also based on whether the parents can afford or not. If the parents can afford, the membership is free, but they just pay for the game expenses. But if the kids cannot afford, we always support low-income families, low-income kids, low-income people, people who don't have a job. So we are a club. We are afford to do that because we have a great community which supports our decisions as an executive, and that's very important. Those supporters, and then we now associated with MLCA. So kind of put in a 250K worth of investment right there. You can see that there are 4 turf pitches there. We also have 4 turf pitches inside the cages, and great facility to have. We have exclusive usage permits to the ground. It's not cheap. Of course, we pay a lot of money. So we pay 40+ grand a year to maintain this. So we do expect people who come here to enjoy it as such as respect it, right? Keep it clean. But that's pretty much about the club. That's pretty much about our association with NCCA. Now we are also inducting a lot of little kids, women cricketers, to come play with us. We like the girls and the women who are ready to play. We want to support them. We want to provide them a facility to come. Whenever Ganesh or somebody comes and requests us, we are always willing to spare the ground, do stuff for them. We're always willing to help. And that's about the youth program. Hope, 2009-10 I was the coach. We won 2 national championships, and I was representing NCCA at the highest level, and I have played for NCCA, but so I know what it takes to represent at that level. So we've been regional champions twice. Unfortunately, cricket went downhill from 2010, but now slowly I see there's a lot of traction. There's a lot of good cricketers, and now I feel there is a lot of talent across the US, not just in NCCA. And West Zone used to be the the supply zone. Now look like there is a lot of talents across. So we need to be more talented, more competitive, and we are willing to provide that opportunity for them. And I think that's pretty much it, Ganesh, and I hope I was able to cover most of stuff. Thank you.
This is Barinder, Ahluwalia, a member of the Santa Clara Cricket Club. I've been with this club now for over 26 years. I should have joined this club in 1986, but unfortunately, I saw an ad in the paper. A cricket club wanted cricket board members, and I applied there, and lo and behold, it was United Cricket Club. I went and played there for 4 years. Very nice camaraderie, excellent boys, all generally from Hyderabad, and very nice quality cricket also we played. We enjoyed it. But it was hard for me to drive back home 74 miles, having played the game there, because our home ground was at San Pablo, which is a long distance away. So I came back to Santa Clara, and I have played here. I enjoyed the game. We built the club up. We have got now 4 teams, and I'm so glad to say that we can field 4 teams in a single day. This year, unfortunately, our aces have gone down to B division, but they are at the top of the table currently, and we want to maintain that progress, bring them up next year to A division. And we also have a chance of our B team coming down amongst the top 3 or top 2 to be able to be promoted to A division. We like to stay there. Don't have a fancy for A division, but the thing is, you need to have consistency in your quality of game. And we enjoy this facility out here. The grounds are excellent, players are good, and we enjoy other teams coming and playing here. A little bit history of the Santa Clara is, the way you see the pitch now, it was not like this before when I came. It was horizontal on this ground, this side, and we had Stan Can, Naresh, and other very good cricketers with us. But then the other British cricketers who left because of jobs, or they had to transition, we started to have a good influx of cricketers because of the central location of the ground. And now we have built a ground, we have got 4 practice cages, 1 astroturf and 4 turf wickets. And you see on the ground here too, we have got 4 turf wickets and 1 astroturf, just in case. We are constantly trying to improve the ground, because you need to improve the game of the cricket, emphasis has to lay down to prepare good grounds. And that's what we are working on. And I hope we will continue doing that. And it amounts a lot of physical work and labor and volunteer work, because we don't contract out. We have to do everything by ourselves. And it is hard, but we are able to do it. So the people who have retired from the game, active playing game, are contributing now to building the ground and managing the team. And I'm very happy for that. We have got a good youngsters now, and we are preparing youth also, which will further help the US cricket overall.